Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today it's a lovely day. The sun is shining. I hope it is where you are. Today I want to talk to you about perceived failures and mistakes from the past. And I was thinking, I was sort of reminiscing over things that had happened to myself in the past, choices that I'd made, decisions that I'd taken, that ultimately led to disappointment or a failure in some way, or a mistake, that kind of haunted me for probably a lot longer than it should have done. And I know from being a therapist for over a decade that many people feel like this. They've had experiences in the past, some that have caused them an enormous amount of emotional trauma, and they're holding on to it. They hold on to it too tight, and they tend to relive that feeling every day when they're waking up, or it's very easily triggered by circumstances that create a similar feeling in their body. And it takes them right back to the time when they felt completely overwhelmed or defeated in some way. Now, I think it's important that you realise that the past is the past. You can't go back and fix it, but you can learn from it. And mistakes and trials and failures, I believe, are simply there as a signal, as a sign, as an indicator that perhaps we need to reassess the direction that we're going in, or we need to really take stock and think about what brought us to that particular place or that choice or that decision. Are we repeating patterns? Are we failing to learn what the experience is trying to tell us? But most importantly, I think the real message here is that carrying it every day like a weight on your back simply pulls you down and makes you feel really quite bad. It doesn't enhance, it doesn't help, it doesn't lift your spirits, it doesn't encourage you to be better. It just keeps you stuck in this awful sort of perpetuating loop of self-punishment. And really, this is not any way for anybody to live. So I encourage you today, take stock, have a wee moment to reminisce, think back to a time when perhaps something has happened to you, a time when you felt out of control, a time when you wished you'd made a different choice, a time when maybe you made a mistake, you were ridiculed for it. And I think that you really need to let all that go, because you can't fix it, you can't change it. And that's the message for today. The world is always moving and it's always in forward motion. It's never in reverse. So whatever has happened has happened. But from this moment on, if you want to make a better future and you want to have better memories and you want to know that you've stepped in to your own power and you've made better choices because you've learned the lessons, then start today, do it now, and give more awareness and more thought to things that you're doing before you do them. And if you know that something feels bad, off, instinctually you don't think it's going to go well, and this can be with regards to anything. So a task you're doing, a relationship you're involved in, a friendship, a business deal, anything at all. If you feel that you're in an environment that's pulling you down, or the energy of another person is taking away from you, then that is a signal for you to become aware that perhaps this isn't the right thing for you. So before it gets to the point where you feel completely enveloped in this and you feel stuck and you can't get out of it, become more aware at the beginning so that you can make an educated choice and move away from things that you know in your gut and instinctually probably won't go well. Because as the old saying goes, when things generally sound too good to be true, they usually are. So take that on board today, step into your power, It's all in you. Always got the control. You're always making the choices, and make better choices for your future and the future for yourself, your life, your family, your career, your friendships, and anything else that's involved in how you're going to improve yourself and become the best version of you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.